How's it going, guys? So, guess what I did today? I watched a movie called Push. It was 2.5 hours long. I was like, why is this movie so long? So I looked at the movie thing, 2.5 hours long, with commercials. So I'm sure in the movies it was like an hour and 45 minutes. But it was a long ass movie. I was not expecting that at all. So who wants to talk about marijuana? Marijuana. Yeah, I love marijuana. I get drug tested at work, so I experimented it with a little bit. So, it's getting legalized, guys. That's fantastic. Like I said with gay marriage, why is it illegal? Why is marijuana illegal? Let's look at the basis of it. Someone told me it's because when British had control in China, they had like opium over there, something like that, and then they had it here, and they were trying to control minorities by putting them in jail for marijuana consumption. They were trying to get rid of the minorities on the streets, which is kind of messed up. But why is it illegal? Why are people so defensive about marijuana? It's, in my opinion, it's like 10 times better than alcohol, and safety-wise especially. You smoke some bud, you get a little bit lightheaded, you eat some cardboard, and you giggle at cartoons. I mean, what's the harm in that? And who dies from marijuana? Nobody. I think there's like one case where marijuana was indirectly involved with a person dying. But come on, one time. There's really no recorded deaths of people overdosing. You can't overdose on it that we know of. People say there are like long-term effects of it. Yeah, well, there's long-term effects on with everything. If you drink like 5 drinks a day, there's gonna be long-term effects. You should not punish the many for the actions of the few. And you cannot, like, the actions of the few anyway, they're just smoking. I mean, that's self-harm. If they're high all the time, who are they harming except for themselves? My problem is when people don't support themselves and then they get the money from the government to buy their drugs. That's the only part I don't like. But it's gonna happen anyway. You're incarcerating good people that are caught with marijuana. They're good people. They just enjoy to smoke a little bit. I mean, it feels good. I've been high twice, I've smoked 4 times. You know, it feels good. It's a good time. And sometimes it's better than alcohol, especially the morning after. And I mean, you're just calm, you're happy, there's no worries. You're just there, and it's kind of cool. So I really don't know why it's illegal. It's messed up. And then they legalized it in Colorado and Washington, I believe. There's some states that are going to follow. California is getting there. And then there's medicinal marijuana as well, and that's really nice. Medicinal marijuana, the only reason they haven't had a lot of testing with it is because it's so regulated and so illegal that they can't get large amounts of it and they can't get large test subjects. And that's why we can't fully experiment with marijuana. Marijuana could be a great drug for healing people. You know, it's also a great drug for recreation. It's like, why not? I mean, it's a plant. I've always had a problem with government regulating plants. It's from the ground. And for the religious people, it's God's plant. It's there for, like, I mean, it's natural. If you smoke it, there's no unnatural things in there. Speaking of unnatural things, people say it's a gateway drug. Let me say what I think about that. I think that's half bullshit, half truth. It's half truth because right now, as of now, your drug dealer, your weed dealer, probably has hookups. Probably has all the other drugs, right? I mean, maybe not all of them, but he has access. He knows people. And he might have it himself, and he might lace yours with the bad drugs. And I think that's why it's a gateway drug. Because you go to your drug dealer, and he says, hey, you want some extra? You want a little extra high? You want to get a little bit farther up? And he hands you the other stuff. If you go to 7-Eleven to buy some bud, that's not going to happen. Only thing he can give you is like cigarettes or cigars, and that's not a hard drug. It's bad, but it's not a hard drug. I mean, you're just going to say, hey, can I have 3 ounces of marijuana? And he'll be like, sure, here you go. And also, the tax revenue, and the amount of damage it will do to the drug cartels is astronomical. I heard it's like 90% of the drugs that are smuggled into the United States is marijuana. 90%. I heard that, don't quote me on that. I just say it's a big fucking business. I heard 1 billion a year. It might be that. I don't know how you even put numbers on underground stuff, but it's a big business. If the government stopped making it illegal, it would hurt the cartels. The cartels would have to focus more on the cocaine, the heroin and stuff. People who want to do that stuff, they can. So they would spend less money on the marijuana and all the misdemeanor crimes, all the people that are in jail for like smoking outside, and they would get the revenue from the sales. Like what? Who's losing here? The cartels are losing because they have to switch their whole operation. They have to like broaden their base. They have to find new customers. That's really the only person I see getting hurt here. So, that's my stance on marijuana. Let's legalize it. It's a good thing. It's great. It's a plant. Why not legalize it, right? So, hope you guys liked that video. Do everything. What does that even mean? Alright, so, peace out. Bye, guys.
Just bring it up and smoke.